Hi everyone, it's Ayozia here. Happy New Year. I hope you all had it seems a long time ago actually, had a wonderful Christmas and New Year celebration. And yeah, today's the 10th of January, so wow, 10 days already into 2019. So I thought I'd better get on here and film something, anything. I'm in the middle, I haven't actually finished, well, as you can see, I'm in the middle of making these boho journals, and they are super duper colourful, which makes me very happy because I love colour, and I just wanted to start the new year with something that would spark my creativity and that would come from what I am naturally drawn to, what I love. So it really was the only way to get myself going again, like creatively wise. And so I started the new year with the most colourful journals I ever made. So I've almost finished 2 of them, and I'm starting the cover on a 3rd. And I just thought, you know what, maybe I should just film a little bit of the process, because at least then, because they are taking me a really long time to complete. So I'd film a bit of the process. So, well, let me show you what I've got so far in each journal. I haven't bound them together yet. So I have these covers that are a mixture of lots and lots of different things, and I haven't attached them. In fact, I'm going to take that off because it's going to keep falling on the table. I made these tassels, experimented with making tassels. This whole process has been completely out of my comfort zone. So I've tried to watch as many videos as possible just for inspiration. So I will list those in the description box. I've watched loads of different videos on either boho journals or boho style journals. So yeah, they're just like a combination of different things. So this bit here is like from a cushion cover that I found in Camden Market the other day. So you can see it's ready made. So I just cut a little section of it. So I got different ones. Yeah, and I just love all these little sparkly bits and things. Different fabrics. This bit is from a scarf, and these bits are from some skirts that I was given that are too small for my children. So I have cut, they're just super sparkly, so I've cut bits out of those. I had bits of silk, that's silk. Yeah, just various things, fabrics all sewn together. This bit actually is off an African cloth that I have, so I just cut a little flower off there. There's just lots of different bits and pieces, and this one as well. This section is from the cushion cover, and then the rest is just a combination of different things sewn together. And I absolutely love how they look and feel. They're a bit smaller than my usual journals. They have 2 signatures, and the insides I have covered with canvas. But I'll show you, we're going to do the process together anyway. And I've made like these fabric covered envelopes. That's the pockets, which I'm yet to attach. I'm trying to figure that one out because I can't stitch it on because of all these beads here. So I might have to hot glue the pocket. And then these are the signatures. I've made loads of tags and things. So I have actually made all the tags, but maybe I'll make one. We can do one together as part of the process as well. Like these ones, super colourful. Probably hurting your eyes, but that's the intensity of colour that I like. So these journals will definitely be for somebody who likes colour. Yeah, but they're making me very happy. So there we have it. So far I have, sorry, just shook the camera. Made a start on, my desk is a mess. Made a start on this cover. So I'll talk you through what I've done. Maybe I'll be able to take some bits off just to show you. So I started with just this panel of fabric, a whole panel of fabric. It's about A4 size, and then on the back of it there's some wadding, or what do you call that stuff, batting, anything that's gonna give it that quilted feel. You could put sweater fabric, or this is, yeah, it's just some wadding, I don't know what you call it, batting, wadding, all the rest of it, in between that layer of fabric, and then some very sturdy cards, so you can see. And then I started layering on the different fabrics. So this is a rectangle from that cushion cover, that is some other fabric, and I'm just assembling it, probably like a quilt maybe, sort of thing. And that's what I've done so far. So I've stitched these down, and you can see it feels really cushy. You know what I mean, like squishy, quilty. All these adjectives that are probably not. Anyway, so that's what I've got so far with this journal. So you've caught me right at the beginning, so that's very good. So I'm just gonna play around now with where to put things. So I just have little different bits and pieces of fabric. I sort of started this last night. So this is just some scrap denim, actually, that is, and this is gorgeous. This is silk. So that will be the front, and that will be the back, and the spine will be somewhere here. And so yeah, I'm just gonna layer different things just to see. Now, where did that go? Was I playing? These I'm absolutely obsessed with. They are 100% inspired by Jessica Wrap at 2 Silver Oranges. I'll link her channel below. These fabric clusters she makes, well, she does them with paper and she does them with fabric as well. And I've been watching a few of her videos where she makes these, and I don't know, I'm just completely in love with them. So I've been making loads and loads. Tracy Fox has made some on her channel as well, and just a way of using up your fabric scraps. So I've made a lot of them, which I've used in this journal. So I'm thinking that I will incorporate. So yeah, I did incorporate them in, like the cover of this one. That's one of those clusters which I then stitched onto the cover there. And this one was also a cluster there, and I stitched on these little beads, and yeah, it's taking ages, but I'm just really enjoying the process. So this is one of those clusters, so I was thinking maybe to attach that here. That's my thinking. What else have I got? Could layer some, yeah, I quite like that actually. Layer some more of that doily, tea-dyed doily on there. So you're just getting a peek of the sequinage, the sequins there. That's too much. I won't use that. I wanted this cover to have a little bit more purple in it. There's one that's kind of pink, there's one that's orangey, but to be honest, this is ending up being multicolored, and that's okay. Oh, that's a nice little assemblage. Okay, so I'm going to pin some things down, and I'm going to stitch them on. It's a little tricky pinning through the card. Oh, and obviously I will then back the, well, I'll show you as we go. Oops. I will sew obviously the fabric on the other side, so you won't see all the stitching, because by the time I'm done the card will be covered in stitching, but I'll then cover that up with I'm having trouble pinning this because nothing to pin it to really. Okay, take those out. Right, I'm going to stitch these and I'll be back. I hope that was in frame. This one's going to be quite tricky to stitch because I've got these, I've cut the fabric quite close to the beads and things, so that's going to be interesting. Let me see, I might have to hand stitch that. Okay, so I've spent ages stitching these down. Some of it was a bit hairy because I cut very close to where some of the beading was, so I had to take a few of those out and then stitch, so I didn't want to break my needle. And so this is what the other side looks like, is what I mean, look. So when I'm done with the cover, then I'll cover all of this with a layer of very thick canvas for the inside cover, so you won't see any of that. So what I'm going to do now is, there's a few things that I need to hand stitch. I'm going to hand stitch these down because some of these beads are unraveling. So I'm going to stitch those down with a needle and thread. There's a little bit of hand stitching I need to do there. And then if there are any sequins or things that I think I might want to add, or beading or something, then I'm going to hand stitch that. I was thinking that it might be nice to put some more beads along here. So I've got these beads. I can't remember where I got them from. Oh gosh, it could take me ages to do, so I'm not going to do that many. I just put maybe just a few. I don't even know if I can stitch them on, but I'm going to try. But I need to be aware that I'm going to attach the closure probably here, so I must leave that clear. So I'll just limit the beads to this pink band here. So yeah, I'm gonna do that and then look. Yikes. What's happening? Okay, maybe if I do 2 stitches. Why, oh why, did I think of this idea? They feel a little flimsy on there, I won't lie. Don't know. because they're not flat, you see. Should I give up now? Yeah, that's not going to work. I'll try. Okay, that was pretty fiddly, and you can't even see you can't really even see them, so I don't know what the point of that was. I suppose I know they're there, but that was really fiddly, really more fiddly than I can find the words to describe. Okay, so this for now, that's the front of the cover. Okay, I've measured out a bit of card that's 1.5 inches, so I'm just gonna put that there in the middle to reinforce it. Okay. Need my bone folder. So there, that's the spine. Yikes, I didn't think that through, because now I've got beading on the spine, but hopefully that will still be okay for binding it. I think I'm going to put some stitching down to secure these bits hanging off. I'm going to hem that, and then I'm going to put some canvas on the back. Attach the closures, oh, quite a lot. Maybe this is going to be more than one video. Okay, but these are the bare bones anyway of the cover. Hi everyone, so I've had a little break, and but before I finished, I hemmed the front cover all around, and then I did a little bit more stitching to secure any loose bits and pieces, and I also stitched some lines along there just to secure everything and makes it feel more quilted. And so now I'm going to do the inside cover, although I just remembered I need to do the closures, because that would be neater if I attach the closure before I do this. But anyway, this is a sheet of canvas. It's really sturdy canvas. I got it from an art shop. It's the same stuff that you would paint on, so it's really strong. And after I've secured the closure, I'm going to fold it over, so hem it as I stitch, and then stitch it down to the inside cover. I'm going to bind the signatures directly into the cover, so I'm not doing a hidden spine for these ones, so that's okay. So I'm going to do that in a minute, but before I do that, I'm going to do the closures actually. So I have this is off the skirt that these things were taken from, and it's from the waistband, so it's already, and so like what I did with the other journals, I'm just going to cut a little bit there and put the lace through there and then stitch that down. It just looks nice, I think. So let me do that now. Okay, so I've attached the closures and they're really strongly sewed on there. And I could go and I could sew a button or something on there. Maybe I'll do that afterwards, just something to bring that together there. Or I could put another of those what do you call those things? Fabric clusters. Not that one. Something like that, you know, something just to... Oh, I really like that. It's very highly embellished, this cover, but I do like it. Yeah, I think that's going to go there. So that's a useful one of those, you know. I just made that up last night with some scraps that I had on my desk, and then I can attach that there. Either hot glue it down, or I think I'll be able to stitch it down because there's no beads there. So, well, I do need to decide now whether that's going to go there because I'm about to do the canvas. Is it too much, do you think? I don't think it's too much. And then you have the lace there. I like how that is also already on the cover. Yeah, I'm just going to do it. I'm just going to sew it down. This is definitely not a less is more journal, so this is definitely not a less is more. So I'll pin that down and then I'll sew that now. Okay, so I've sewed that down. And that's what it looks like. I do like it. Right. Let's cover up. Let's cover up this stitching chaos back here. The only thing I'm not so sure about is this orange, so I'm going to snip that off, I think. Yeah. Okay. There's enough orange going on there and there, and yeah. So now I'm going to put this on. And also, oh, now, good question. I have a pocket. Nobody asked me a question. The question was in my head. I already pre-made, measured out when I did the other two journals, measured out and pre-made a pocket for the inside cover. And again, it's just the same principle as the cover. This there's a base fabric onto which I then attach lots and lots of different bits and pieces. Another of those things, what did I just, yeah, the clusters, and that's off a sweater. Yeah, just different, that's some velvety fabric there, upholstery fabric, lots of bits and pieces. So that will go on the inside cover there. And my question to myself is whether to sew this onto the cover, because then, yes, I will do that, because then I won't have to sew, because because I've got a problem with that with the other journal. So that means I'm going to have to hem this. Right, so I'm just going to attach the pocket to the inside cover, and then I'll attach the inside cover to the outside cover. I hope that makes sense. I'm sure it does. Okay, so that's the pocket attached. I am not going to hem this bottom bit because it's the bit that's not frayed on the canvas. It's the, there's a term for it, but I don't know what it is. Salvage edge or something like that, I think it's called. So I'm being very lazy. I should really hem this before I attach it to the cover, but I'm not going to. I'm just going to hem as I stitch. That's what I'm going to do. You'll never guess what I've just done. I wonder if anyone can guess. The pocket is upside down. I can't believe it. Oh no. So I have a choice. I either make this the front cover, which I don't want to do. Serves me right for trying to do a shortcut and be lazy. I'm gonna have to undo it all. Well, I'm glad I've caught that on camera, because there you go. These things do happen. Gotta find my unpicker. Oh my goodness, this is gonna take me forever to fix. Well, I'll see you in a while. Look at that. Oh, it could make an interesting upside down. An interesting upside down tuck spots. There's a new trend for you. Oh man. Okay, so yes, in a while. See you later, alligator. In a while, crocodile. That's going to take me forever to unpick. I either unpick this. Actually, yeah, what's the best thing to do? Oh goodness, what do I do? No, I'm going to have to unpick all of that, because I can't stitch here. All right, see you in a bit. Okay, I'm back. It didn't actually take that long, so I'm very happy about that. I've done it properly now. Made sure that it's pockets in the right place. I pinned it all in place. I hemmed this bottom bit, and then now I'm going to stitch around. One last check. Yes, that's on the inside cover. It's not upside down. So now I'm just going to do a straight stitch all the way around. Okay. Okay, I've stitched that all on, so just take the pins out. Hopefully there's been no mishaps this time. And so that is the cover. I wonder if I should just keep this as one video then, just the making of the cover. I don't know how long this will be after I've edited it all. So yeah, that's the front. I actually really love how it's turned out. That's the back, and that's the inside, and that's the pocket facing the right way up. Yeah. And so my next steps would be to, what did I do with the other journals? Will be to assemble the signatures. So there's 2 signatures with 10 sheets in, which makes 40 sides. So I've already done some of the pages. So this is wallpaper. It's just in keeping with the colourful theme, and then I backed it with some other paper. This is some vintage writing paper that I was given, and stitched it round the sides. So that's what that will look like when it's bound in. And so yeah, I'm just going to assemble the pages. I'm not sure that I'm going to film anymore, but I may well. I'll see how I get on, I suppose. Okay, I'll film a bit more, I think. I'm just going to assemble some pages. I have some bits and pieces already ready-made. I'm going to have to cut some pages down to size. So this page I've already got. This was, again, this was some really old paper, but it had a picture on it that wasn't entirely in keeping with this journal, but I really like the border. So you see that it's gold, and so I collaged some other bits and pieces and stitched them down, and then backed it with paper and stitched around the edge. So that's going to be the beginning of the second signature. That's the beginning of the first. So I'm just going to put some pages together. I know that in the other journal I did trim the pages down, so I'm going to do that. So I'll keep the camera running and probably speed this bit up. So yeah, I've got some tags already made. I love this fabric. This is upholstery fabric, and then I layered a couple of other bits of fabric. April at Pink Oddbird sent me this underneath fabric there, and then I just attached some bits and a bead, so that will hang out the edge of the journal, and backed that with tea-dyed paper and stitched round. Just got, yes, various bits and pieces.
Some tea, though.
Oh yes, please.
Normal tea.
Yes, please. Thanks, Tony.
Oh, good if I have.
And then this is going to be a tip-in that I'm going to attach to a page. So yeah. Okay, so I've assembled the signatures. So that's the first signature, and that's the second, and then I'll probably add a few tuck spots and pockets and things like that. But I'm going to call it a day, I think, for this video. And then if I do any more today, then I'll film it and then do that for the next video. Probably just be one more video finishing off things. But so far, this is what the journal looks like. Thank you for hanging out with me, and I hope you've enjoyed watching. So that's the front, and that's the back, and that's the inside. So yeah, so far these are the 3. I'm really glad I did that with you guys, because it's just made me more motivated. So these are the 3 that I've got so far. I hope that's in frame, and I shall see you very soon. Lots and lots of love. Bye bye. Bye.